Hey gentlemen, welcome back to the Myles Show. I'm Iain Myles, your executive dating coach from KarmaLifestyles.com. Not so fast. Before we get going, I want to remind you that I am still giving away my free ebook called Get a Girl to Like You. Now, in this book, I will tell you how you can master the art of seduction in order to get a girl to like you. So if I were you, I would definitely grab a free copy today by simply clicking on that link, okay, in the video's description box right down below, and I'll send you a free copy right now. Gentlemen, what's the technique of touching women on the first date without looking like a creepy guy from a horror movie? Okay, awkward touch can be embarrassing and can easily kill any sort of chemistry that has developed. You lose a woman once she feels that she is not safe with you. Now, I got an interesting email from a guy who is struggling with figuring out how to be successful in touching a girl on the first date. And let me just share with you what the guy wrote as follows. Hi Iain, I'm frustrated because I keep messing up when I try to touch a woman. I was recently rejected by a woman. She said that my touch was too forward. Okay, I don't know how to break the touch barrier. Please help me. I want to know how to touch a woman on the first date. Observe body language. Now, body language is one of the sleek and effective modes of communication. Women are wired to read and give off body cues that can hint at her dissatisfaction, pleasure, hurt, or the level of safety that she is feeling. It doesn't need to just grab a woman on the first date, okay? Remember that this is only the first date, and of course, she is trying to be cautious, so she needs to read you before she can trust you. So on the first date, try to keep your body language inviting, as this will make her feel safe and let her know that you're not guarded and she can trust you. Now, subtle body language cues such as crossing your arms or avoiding eye contact, that can display that you are as fidgety and untrustworthy. Displaying a strong body language such as keeping your shoulders open and your torso directed towards her, that can trigger a positive response. When moving near to her, try to see if she is uncomfortable with your presence. If she is not ready for physical contact, she might not want you standing so close to her or breathing in the same air as she is. So smiling at the woman when you're interacting with her is a technique that you can use to keep her calm. However, don't try smiling, as it will come off as weird and make you look a bit sketchy. So let it come off naturally. When she knows that you're interested, she will naturally feel comfortable around you and she will open up a bit to the idea of touch. Talk to her. Now, women like a man that can initiate and hold conversations with that flirty touch. It is important to listen to her and give her appropriate responses. However, if you want a chance at touching her, then you have to let her know what your intentions are through skillful flirting. And if she reciprocates your actions, it means your charm is working. Now, for example, if you lean across the table and she does the same, then you may try to initiate a light brush of her hand absent-mindedly, and if she doesn't move away, then you can try a few more times. Now remember, don't overdo it and don't risk looking like a sex-hungry maniac. Just leave her anticipating the next touch. Lend a hand. Now, in its literal sense, offer your hand to her whenever she needs it. Depending on your first date, you should be able to look like a gentleman and touch her in the process. If you decide to go hiking, offer her support by giving her your hand during that tricky terrain. Okay, when getting out of the car or standing up from a chair, offer her hand to show that you're a gentleman. Now, when done right, she'll begin reciprocating with her own touches. Reciprocation gives you the opportunity to advance the type of touch, maybe from lightly touching her hand or shoulder to holding a wrist whilst you walk. Accidental touches, this is tricky. Now remember those jitterbugs you would get when your crush sat next to you and accidentally grazed their knee against yours. When done correctly, an accidental touch can really break the ice and make her aware of your presence. Now, when sitting at the same table, you could try to lightly brush your leg against hers. Discreet touches are essential and may awaken the sexual chemistry. But look, act natural about it and don't pull away. If she pulls away from you, then she may not be ready for any physical touch. However, if she doesn't move, then she is interested in you, okay, and you may proceed with other touches. Now remember, don't be too obvious, because when she anticipates the touch, the intensity is diluted. Pick the right parts of her body. Now, when initiating physical contact, avoid areas of the body that might make her feel as if you're getting a bit too personal. Coming on too strongly is a major turn-off for women and may even discourage her from giving you a chance. On the first date, avoid her neck and face and her, lady parts. You want to let her know that you like her without making her feel like she's being viewed as a sexual object. So start with like the safe zones, such as the hands, the shoulders, and eventually she will lead you onto other areas by reciprocating your touch. Take things slow. Now, once you have successfully overcome the obstacle of the first touch, try to avoid being too cocky about it and overextending your consent. When she allows you to touch her on the first date, do not misinterpret this as consent to initiate all types of physical contact, okay? The touches have to be natural and tailored to respect her and mirror her own feelings towards you. Think of it as a checkpoint in every stage. She needs to give you the green light to explore other types of touch on different body parts. Now, you also have to remember that when she consents to things like hand holding for the first time, it doesn't give you a ticket to grab her wherever you want. Now remember, you need to measure out the amount of touching that you're allowed to do. When you overdo, the touching will come off as desperate and insincere, but measured touches keep you in the running and as a strong contender. Ask. Now, whilst it is a tricky operation, asking her whenever you can and whenever you can touch her may definitely earn you points. Depending on how you ask, she will either perceive you as a weak guy or appreciate that you are a gentleman. She will feel as if you're attuned with her needs and respect her enough to let her know. Now, as a gentleman, you can let her know that you're interested in her by asking her whether you can touch her. The bright side to asking is that it is direct and prevents you from the guessing and wondering that comes with predicting when to touch her. So go ahead and ask and see what happens. Guys, that unfortunately brings us to the end of today's show. Now, don't forget to visit karmalifestyles.com right down below, because on the website we offer live training services such as the residential training program, where myself, Emre, Gabriella will physically take you out one-on-one to the coffee shops, to the bars, to the nightclubs, everywhere. Okay, now this isn't some kind of generic online training where we will talk to you online remotely and we'll tell you what to do from afar. Okay, this isn't some kind of a boot camp where you're going to be packed like a tin of sardines with a load of random guys. No, this is a private, very private one-on-one training with the very best dating coaches in the world, and we will demonstrate, I will demonstrate right in front of you, in front of your eyes, and you will see firsthand how I do the approaches, and it will change your reality. Okay, all you then need to do is just rinse and repeat that very same process. It's that simple. Now let me know if you have any questions on relationships or dating that you want to be aired on the Myles Show. And for much more information and for a wide selection of helpful materials, don't forget to visit karmalifestyles.com, okay? As we offer tips to help you circumnavigate the modern dating scene. Guys, once again, thank you so much for watching. I was your dating coach, Iain Myles, and I'll see you in the next video.